I can't take care of myself. And I'm always just uncomfortable, just sweaty and just like this is such a bummer. Like it's my nightmare. It's my whole life. Best thing that ever happened to me was boxer briefs. I'm so happy about boxer briefs. It doesn't seem like a big deal to most people, but before boxer briefs, I was trapped between the two awful worlds of briefs and boxers. Briefs are for a normal man with one leg here and one leg here. Two totally separate legs with a whole area between. And the briefs go up into this little valley, this little area, and they come down like this, and they can just tuck up in there and just hold them nicely. Because he's got all that air and negative space. But this is just all just mashed together, just upsetting, stingy, red, sweaty, just like, this looks like a pig's ass when I'm naked. Like even my dick is curly, like the tail. Like, this is a pig's ass. And I'd pull briefs on and they just go, and they just grab my dick and balls. Like, here's your balls, you fat bastard. You like that? And they just dig up in there with this viciously sharp cotton and after a while I'd have just this wad of just damp cloth, just a wad of wet cotton, just like the size of a tennis ball, like a huge wad of wet cotton. And boxers were worse because they just let everything flap around and touch each other and upset each other. I need everything to be segregated down here. I need everything would stick and just get. And also when I had boxers on, for some reason, I always had just water, like a quarter cup of water, just sloshing around my asshole all the time. Just what is this water? It's hovering around my asshole. Defying gravity, just like an upside down glass of water in my ass. I gotta manage because I can't stop eating. I exercise a lot. I run 5 miles every other day to maintain this shit body that I have. Because the food, man, I eat like high octane crap. Like
Well, I would walk my daughter to school with my wife and on the way here. And, of course, my daughter won't carry her backpack. She won't carry her own backpack because it's impossible. It took forever just to get her to a corner where I could get a cab here.
Yeah.
And she keeps crouching her whole body to the sidewalk and just saying, it's cold and I can't carry this and I want someone to carry me. She just won't walk to school.
Right.
It's torture.
Isn't she 15?
Yeah. 15 in kindergarten. And so I'm like, you got it. This is it. This is life. You got to go to school. Just go. I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
And she makes me carry her backpack, and which I carry. There's no point to it being a backpack because I carry it. It might as well be a grown-up backpack.
A briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of a pink
attaché case.
Hello Kitty backpack.
Aww.
And so then I get to finally a corner where I'm soaked in sweat, and I get to a corner, and it's my birthday. Nobody cares.
Happy birthday there.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever. The whole my birthday thing stopped at very early in the morning. Few gifts, forget. So then I get in a cab, and I get here. As soon as I get here, I realize I have her backpack, of course.
Oh, boy. Well, now, how is she going to get any kindergarten work done without all of the tools that you need to take with you?
There's nothing in
What is in there that she needs?
There's a folder in which they put notes for us. That's all.
For you.
It's her backpack is a mail bag for us.
Yes.
That's all it is. And there's a water bottle, a little pink water bottle, which is there because they don't give them water in the public school. You got to send them with water, or else they die.
They just dehydrate.
Yeah. So my wife, I called her because I had my phone off this morning. So I called her to say I have her. She goes, I know you have her backpack. She's crying. Come back and bring it. And I'm like, I'm at work right now. And she says, so come back here and bring her backpack.
So?
Yeah.
That's not a thing you can say so to.
So once somebody here is being very nice from your show and going to bring it down to the school. And I called her to tell her that. And she's like, yeah, fine. So it's not my birthday anymore. It's not being my
bringing
birthday.
it,
That's it. I evaporated my entire birthday goodwill.
But your wife is now mad because you're not bringing the backpack to your daughter.
Even though you're making arrangements to have it dropped off.
Even though I'm making arrangements to have it dropped off, and I'm here doing what I do professionally.
By the way, make sure we know who's bringing it, because there are a couple of people on our staff that aren't allowed within 100 yards of a school.
Yeah, I know. I thought of that.
Depending on their criminal past or what they're carrying on them.
Who's bringing it?
Who?
Right, cool.
Not Pat Duffy. He's the one, who probably can't go to your school.
Yeah, the fellow who brushed his teeth with dog poop.
And got thrown up in the face. Yeah.
That's actually has a further education already. Wait, that idiot.
You forgot about
you should just stop in there, maybe learn something.
Happy birthday, Lou.
Oh, thanks,
Hope you're
fellas.
dead before the next one.
You and me both, my friend.
That must have been a nice birthday for a couple of years, September 12th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, happy birthday. Oh, did you?
No,
oh, the tragedy.
September 10th, we had my birthday party early because I was flying to L.A. on the big one. Yeah. And I flew the night before to L.A., but we had a big birthday party for me in our backyard, and my wife got me a piñata, which we...
Oh, look at that, traditional.
The head of that piñata still hangs in our backyard.
Really?
It's just this symbol of the last normal moment
of our
lives. It's just this withering...
Or you're just a lazy Mexican.
Who doesn't clean up his piñata.
His own yard.
I bet you got some this morning, though, right? A little birthday?
Somewhat. Somewhat.
Yeah, how it is on the old birthday.
You're going to need to go beyond innuendo for me to understand, because I didn't get nothing on my birthday.
No.
I got a pen.
A nice pen?
It was a nice pen.
It's a cross pen.
Yeah, there are nicer pens.
A cross.
A pen on your birthday is good if it's sticking out of a vagina when you get it.
Hey, you can't say that. Get Pat Duffy on the phone. I want to see how the backpack thing's going.
Well, he hasn't left yet because I got it. My wife. Oh, here she is. Hold on a second.
All right, boy.
Hey.
Bring it to Raquel in the office, and she's going to bring it to the classroom.
Okay, so he brings it to Raquel in the office. And what does he tell the guard? What does he tell the guard when he gets there?
He tells the guard that he needs to give this backpack to Raquel.
Okay.
He can explain.
Look at him.
Her dad forgot to give her backpack, and
Right.
tells us to bring it to the office, and she'll bring it.
Okay.
I'm sure, he just has to, he'll probably just sign a pass or whatever.
Right.
We'll slide. Pat, come here.
Okay.
Look at it.
All right. I'm really sorry about that.
You know how she is.
Yeah, I know. She must have gone nuts.
She just freaking out, and she wouldn't let me leave the classroom, and she'd say, "No, I want it before you leave."
Yeah.
She was worried about not having water, and I had to buy her a bottle of water. And,
Of course.
It's just. Just get enough sleep. She's just
I know. I know. Thank you. I'm really sorry, and I'll call you after radio.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, that's hysterical.
I think Lou was apologizing. She didn't seem like she was like, all right, have fun.
No, she's okay now.
Yeah,
she's all
she's
right.
You can
all right.
tell, yeah.
I think a lot of it is me. I fill in a lot of blanks with guilt.
Because I'm
So
listening
she was just quiet. She didn't say it's okay last time I talked to her. So I'm like, she's mad.
But she did have to explain to you the misery of the whole thing and how she had to get out of the water
Yes, I had
and
to
how
hear
she
that.
was crying and everything. Yeah.
That's just a
That was good.
Yeah, she didn't say me that.
I liked that.
And no happy birthday.
No,
there's not a...
No, I love
Oh,
you.
by the way, happy birthday.
No, I
again.
love you.
Yeah, no,
Happy
nothing.
birthday.
Hey,
Have fun.
Ed, you were looking at Pat Duffy, though, and laughing.
I'm laughing that
he
this
has
is
to
the
go to
guy.
public
Dude,
school.
he's got his forearm tat.
Yeah.
He's wearing his Honest Abe Lincoln beard.
Yeah.
His Amish beard.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a Frank the Tank shirt on with a picture of a tank on it.
Yeah, so you're going to an elementary school to deliver a pink Hello Kitty backpack to
Yeah.
the kindergartner right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to see a woman named Rachel. He's taking it to Rachel.
Raquel.
Okay. Raquel, you don't.
Yeah. You aren't listening. Oh, my God, you aren't listening.
Your wife is right. I
didn't hear a
suddenly
word.
see her point of
didn't hear
view.
a
Lou
word
is
of
an idiot.
I didn't hear a word of it.
He'd be looking for this Rachel. I need to find Rachel. They're like locking down the school, hiding the Rachels that go there.
He's going around every corner. Rachel.
Rachel, I've got your back.
A lot of people pointing out that you're a beaten man on S&P back low.
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
that conversation was just like, yeah, I know.
What were you hearing in your brain during that conversation?
You know what? I
White
felt bad 'cause
noise
she was
or
actually,
Not Raquel.
Charlie Brown's teacher?
she was being pretty nice.
Yeah.
Considering that it's my birthday and I didn't do anything wrong, really.
Yeah.
And I just made a mistake and I'm rectifying it.
Yeah, you're fixing
Considering all that, she was being pretty
Pretty nice.
Well, you just said you were sorry twice. I'm like, why are you sorry, Lou? It's like it was.
I know.
Like, I could hear her talking. It wasn't like she was bitching at you. She was like, yeah, she was. You know how she just freaks out. Like
They
she
were
kinda-
preemptive I'm sorries.
Yeah, well, they were from before, from the
Oh,
way she
okay.
sounded last time I
So
talked.
they were owed.
I would never apologize
Yeah.
like that. I would just be angry back.
Yeah, well,
That's how
you
Jimmy
can't
works.
get through, you know.
Oh, you're probably right.
That's how Jimmy rolls.
Yeah, that's how you act with a girlfriend who
You're right, you're
where
right.
there's no stakes, except.
And I know it's upsetting because look, here's the thing: the Boy Scouts is a wonderful thing for kids. They go to the woods, they work together, they learn skills, they get in touch with nature. What could it be better for a boy than that? But some of those guys want to fuck the kids. I don't think they do it a lot. It's not like there's just a shitload of kids being fucked in the Boy Scouts. I think it's mostly that they find out that the guy wants to. I don't actually know though. I don't. Do you know why I don't know? Because I'm afraid to look it up. I'll go to prison for typing it into a Google. How do you solve a problem if you're afraid to fucking look it up? How many Boy Scouts get fucked on it? Oh, shit. Every time I move, I gotta tell my neighbors that I looked that up. Here's what happens. Every few years you find out there's some pedophile type people in the Boy Scouts, and then they announce, we got them all. We're good. And then a year later, well, there's a bunch more. What's going on here? At some point, you got to wake up to the basic fact that maybe the people who are best suited to give your kids these wonderful experiences are folks that want to fuck them. Maybe that's why they're good at it. Maybe that's, if you want that, that's where you go. Maybe that's just the way that goes. Who else would want to take a bunch of kids to the fucking woods? Who wants to take your shit kid to the fucking woods? You don't want to take them. Who else would want to do that except people that are barely containing that they want to fuck every kid in the face? That's why they're good at it. That's what makes them good at it. I'm not saying that all Scoutmasters are pedophiles. I might be saying that the best ones are. I might be saying that. That sounds right. So I don't know. You have to lose the whole thing. Just tell your kids. Some of those guys want to fuck you. Just be careful. Have a good time. Take the contribution from where it comes. Michael Jackson, wonderful music. Blessed us with wonderful music. Did some other things too. Look, what's worse? A pedophile who makes beautiful music or one that doesn't? This is the choices. No pedophiles is not on the menu. So how have you all been enjoying living the way I already was for a couple of years before it all Welcome to my life. Can't work, can't go outside, can't show your face, gotta wash your groceries. Because I got cum on the groceries. That's why in my mind, that's what it means. Maybe that's what you're thinking, but.
If you believe that God gave you the earth, that God created the earth for you, why would you not have to look after it? Why would you not think that when he came back he wouldn't go, what the fuck did you do? I gave this to you, motherfucker. Are you crazy?
bears are brown. What did you do to the polar bears? Did you shit all over every polar bear? Who did this? Who spilled this shit? Who spilled this? Come over. Did you fucking spill this? What is that?
It's oil. It's just some oil. I didn't mean to spill.
Well, why did you take it out of the fucking ground?
Because I wanted to go faster.
And I was cold. What the fuck do you mean cold? I gave you everything you needed, you piece of shit.
Well, because jobs. I wanted.
What is a job? Explain to me, what's a fucking job?
You go you work at a place, and when people call when their game doesn't work, and you help them figure it out.
What do you do that for?
For money.
What do you need money for?
Food.
Just eat the shit on the floor. I left shit all over the floor. Fucking corn and wheat and shit. Grab it up, make some bread. What are you doing?
Yeah, but it doesn't have bacon around it, and I like when it has bacon on it and
I don't really have a shot with him, I think, because I just don't rate movie stars. I'm not really fucking fat. It's ridiculous. I have this problem now. My pants I can't keep them they won't stay up. Because here's what happens. Okay, you get fat, and some of you skinny people won't, I don't give a shit about you. You won't get this. I hate skinny people because they don't empathize with fat guy problems. They just don't. You ever have a skinny friend, you're trying to tell them, I just wish I could have one donut and fucking walk away. I wish I could do that. I wish I had the power to eat a donut. And your skinny friend's like, well, just eat the donut then. What's the big deal? You should totally just have a donut if you want. You should totally go ahead and have one. Just enjoy yourself and have the donut if you like that. Fuck you. You don't get it. It's a whole spiral that begins with a donut. Later I'm killing hookers. I don't even remember what happened. But so here's what happens. You get fat and your pants start to get tight, right? And then you get fatter because it's not I'll stop eating now, you know? And then suddenly all your pants fucking hurt. Every pair of pants hurts. And then you eat even more because it's fuck it now, man. Who even cares? Fat shit. Fucking obsessed with food. I went to this fucking thing with my wife and kids where it was the kids and their kid friends, and it's just a house full of assholes, that have kids. And I'm just sitting there I just want to kill myself, and I just want a bomb to drop on the whole house and take us all out. And I get in there, but then there's a plate of cookies. And as soon as I'm that's what I'm done. I'm eating every fucking cookie on that plate. That's what I'm here. That's what this all is fucking that. So, and you have to have a strategy, you can't just fucking stand there and just fucking, fucking eat. You have to sort of keep rediscovering the cookies, you have to walk over and go oh, hey, so who brought those? That's cool, it's interesting. You do this means I totally could not eat it, but fuck, I'll just, don't want to hurt people's feelings, brought the cookie, that's interesting, yeah, I can take it or leave it. Totally fucking radar back there. Okay, new people around the dish, do it again. Hey, if people start noticing, you have to say something these are crazy, I don't know what it is about them. Yeah, it's the fucking cookies. It's not you're a piece of shit that can't stop eating anything. But, so here's what happens, though. You get fat enough, though, what happens is your belly starts to push out like this, and then it pushes your pants down to your pelvis because they won't hang in the normal place anymore. And then down there, they feel loose, and you start going, hey, losing weight, all right, I'm coming down. My pants are getting loose, I am getting thinner. I ate my way through to the other side, I did. I don't give a shit. I'm fat. Look at this shit. I don't fucking care. Look at that. I don't care. It's just a sweaty bowl of fucking flesh. I don't care. Look how fucked up this is, too. It goes right in. It goes at a right angle. It hits my pelvis. It doesn't, slope back down. It fucking goes in.
and then back up. It's fucked up. Like, when I'm in the shower and I'm scrubbing like this, when I get down there, I gotta turn in like this. I gotta actually make a turn. I'm gonna fucking cut in, or that crevice gets fucking filthy. It's ridiculous. It is. It's like a theater seat. There's like fucking receipts and shit and popcorn and fucking kids' toys and fuck, what the hell?
It makes sense that God would be a woman, doesn't it? Because you're raised by your mom. I think the reason we made God a man in our cultures is because we want to make sense of the fact that men are in charge. Because otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. Because women, you start with the woman. It's the thing people like to ask, like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Of course it's the egg. Because you can't just make a chicken. You can't just go chicken. You got to start with an egg and grow a chicken. And then people say, oh, well, where did the egg come from? From a chicken, you idiot. But the point is, women birthed us, women raised us, so why aren't they running things? I think I know why. I think it's because millions of years ago, women were in charge, and they were mean, they were horrible. They made us walk around naked, and they'd laugh at you, and they'd flick your penis when you walk by. They were awful. But what could you do? It's your mom and her friends. Like, what could you possibly do about it? And then one guy punched his mom, and we were like, we can hit them. But that's why men are mean to women today, because we're terrified of them.
I remember I was in a taxi, I think in New York, and the driver was Muslim, and there was a woman crossing in front of us, and he honked at her because she went after the light had turned, and she gave him the finger. And he said to me, do you know, in my country, if a woman show you this finger, I could get out, beat her to death, and if I drive by here a week later, she'd still just be laying there. Like nobody would even clean it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking of buying a goat. Because I want to have a trash can that I can make love to. So that's why I'm going to buy a goat. So I can have sex with a trash can. I can do that with a trash can I have now, but a goat has a vagina. That makes it a lot better. I don't care that you're upset. I'm still getting the goat.
I'm watching TV, and Tosh is making me laugh, so I wrote a tweet saying, your show makes me laugh. And then I put it down, and then like 2 days later, I come home and I read these like bloggers and like Hollywood reporters, Louis C.K. defends Daniel Tosh amid rape joke controversy. I had no idea. He got in trouble for making some jokes about rape, and I didn't know about it. And so I'm a defender of rape. That's what everybody says now. And I've read all this stuff like, shame on you, Louis C.K., and I'll never watch your show. You're a rape apologist. I've been called a rape apologist because I said hi to a guy. Because I said, hey, nice show to a guy who everybody was mad at. So
you really got, you know the lesson here. Never go to Vermont.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerously...
It's a dangerous place.
But here's the thing. This is like a fight between comedians and feminists, which are natural enemies. The biggest, easily... Because, stereotypically speaking, feminists can't take a joke. And stereotypically speaking, and comedians... See? And comedians... Now, I've read some blogs during this whole thing that have made me enlightened to things I didn't know. This woman said how rape is something that polices women's lives, that they have a narrow corridor. They can't go out late, they can't go to certain neighborhoods, they can't dress a certain way, because they might get... Now, that's part of me now that it wasn't before, and I can still enjoy a good rape joke, so I have both of them. But here's the last thing I want to say about it. This is also about men and women, because a lot of people are trading blogs and things about this on with each other. Couples are fighting about Daniel Tosh and rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in blogs. But they're both making a classic gender mistake, because the women are saying, here's how I feel about this. But they're also saying, my feelings should be everyone's primary concern. Now, the men are making this mistake. They're saying, your feelings don't matter, your feelings are wrong, and your feelings are stupid. If you've ever lived with a woman, you can't step in worse than that, than to tell a woman that her feelings don't matter. So to the men I say, listen to what the women are saying about this. To the women I say, now that we heard you, shut the up for a minute. And let's all get back together and kill the Jews.
That's all I have to say about it.
Because child molesters are very tenacious people. They love molesting childs. It's crazy. It's like their favorite thing. I mean, it's so crazy because when you consider the risk in being a child molester, speaking not of even the damage you're doing, but the risk, there is no worse life available to a human than being a caught child molester. And yet they still do it, which you can only really surmise that it must be really good. I mean, from their point of view, not ours, but from their point of view, it must be amazing for them to risk so much. How do you think I feel? It's my last show, probably. Because
I love old ladies. I really do. I connect with old ladies because they don't care. They say whatever. The filter comes off around 72. 8-year-old boys and old ladies have the same sense of propriety. Because old ladies are on the way out. They're like a guy who just got fired and he's leaving the office with his box for the last time. You're fat, never liked you. They just say whatever. And old ladies talk to you in the middle of I'm walking through a supermarket, and there's always an old lady like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, I know, don't buy it. Like, I don't know her. I connect with old ladies. They're my favorite demographic of person. I wish that I desired them. Sexually. I really do wish that I could get a boner from an old lady, because I could find an old lady and spend the rest of her life with her.
I was talking about being 40, and now I'm 41, and how when you go to the doctor, they don't try to fix anything anymore. I go to the doctor because my ankle hurt for 3 months, and the doctor just says, yeah, your ankle's worn out. That's all.
Wear and tear.
Just take lots of leave. Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm like, well, what if I was an athlete? And he says, well, you're not an athlete, so no.
So we don't have to worry
keep
about
those options off the table. And so I'm grousing about that and getting some laughs. And so a person in that studio, this was on the radio, on the phone, goes, really? Because I would think at 40 you would still be getting some solutions from the doctor.
The hole.
Yeah, isn't that weird that it was...
The hole.
The chick.
I mean...
They insist
just
all these...
shuts, and all the laughter stops.
Yeah.
That's...
I would think that at 40 the doctor would still come up with some options for you there.
Thank you.
Why did...
Fun
And so there's a pause, and then I go... Yeah, he didn't is what I'm saying. Where I'm going with this is that he didn't. That's the engine of this piece of comedy. That's how it functions, is that it didn't.
Get it, dummy?
What are you helping by correcting the piece of comedy?
You would think.
The whole point of any piece of comedy is that you're inflating and exaggerating to a comedic effect. So it's the easiest thing to cut the legs out from under it. It's the easiest, stupidest, most worthless thing to do.
I hope you gave her this speech.
No, I didn't. I just said, I packed all of that into, he didn't is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I just sat there so mad, and then the rest of the interview, I'm just like, yeah, and just answering questions, yes or no, and I just want to get off the phone.
Well, she doesn't understand because, again, we've said before that when certain holes just leak brains and humor out of them. And that's why when they're on a radio show, they just get up and their seat has funny on it, but the mic has none in it.
No, it's like the fun of the show is a balloon, and she literally put a vagina on the side of the balloon and let the fun out.
They insist on having the women part of these morning shows.
And then there was another, that was somewhere in Pennsylvania, I don't remember where. And then there was a show in Albany, and it's a show I really like doing, but we're talking about my kids. And I go, yeah, I've got 2 kids, and I'm divorced now, so I have my kids with me by myself all the time, because we share custody. And it's hard. I have to have, like I had to take a dump the other day, and I had to do it. Can I say that? They're not going to.
Oh, yeah.
I had to do it with the door open because I got 2 kids to watch. Nobody else is home, so I can't, unless I'm going to gather them into the bathroom to watch Daddy take a poop. I've got to have the door open while I'm watching the kids.
Right.
And she goes, same person, basically, just keeps moving other cities within the same morning somehow.
Same genitals,
same
different
day.
show.
Yeah, she goes, really? Because your daughter's 7, I would think that she could take care of herself while you're doing that.
Oh, my God, that's not the point,
Oh,
you
my
idiot.
God.
That's not the point.
And I was like, well, yeah. And then I went the other way with that one. I'm like, okay, that's how you want to do your show?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I guess that's true. I guess she could have. You're right.
Just clothesline your jokes.
Why would the Jews go into the bar? If they owned it, wouldn't they have been there already going over the books and the deliveries?
Yes.
Yeah, a guy who goes into a bar with a duck on his head, and the bartender says, "What do you want?" or something, and it's always the duck says something. Really, because I didn't think that ducks had the power of speech.
Yes. And why wouldn't the bartender comment on the duck as opposed to just speaking?
Really, because usually when I go to a bar, they don't even talk to me. They just seem real busy.
There are easier way to keep them from jumping on the bed.
Yeah. Wouldn't a duck fall off?
They are horrendous when it comes to radio.
God.
They're like Andy Rooney with breasts. There's
No,
no
but
way
here's
to
the thing is that I know many, many funny women, and I don't think it's a female trait. No. But no man has or will ever do that.
No.
In the history of my life.
You kind of know what's going on, and
because only a hole would be that dumb. But as a sex, I don't believe that it's a trait. No, I just there's an improv, which is a boring art, but there's art to it, it's called yes and. That's the rule of improv. It means that if somebody posits a idea, you don't say nah, because you've just destroyed the whole show. You say yes and you add something. You accept their premise and you add to it and you keep building that way. You don't just go no. I did improv once, and I just because it made me look good and made them all look bad. I was the no guy, and I shut down every scene that started. They're like, "Oh, sir, isn't this the restaurant where everybody's crazy?" I'm like, "No, it's a fine restaurant. There's nothing going on."
Oh, okay. Could you please tell me where the silly restaurant is?
I never heard of any place like that.
Yes.
Why would anyone go to a place like that? Wouldn't you want to eat something?
Yeah.
And everybody just, but I got huge laughs.
I'll have the steak then.
That's hilarious.
Oh, is that great?
Good.
Screw them.
Did you ever think you'd see yourself on the cover of GQ magazine?
No, I really didn't want to be on the cover of GQ magazine.
Oh, no, huh?
That's not me at all.
It's
No.
a great shot, though. It really
Thank you.
is.
Yeah, you look rather handsome and uncomfortable. It's kind
Very-
of the
but
eyes.
It's perfect, right? Yeah.
Well, I hate doing a photo shoot like that. I really hate it. And I've gotten away with covers where I'm in a black T-shirt doing nothing.
Right.
I've gotten away with that, and now nobody will do that now.
Right. They need you to do
So
something
GQ
else.
said, we'll put him on the cover, but he has to put on something interesting. He has to do a cover. Like a real photo shoot. It means I don't like doing any of this stuff, so it means I don't have to do a lot of other stuff.
But it's perfect, and I mean this as a compliment. You didn't sell out to be on the cover of GQ. That's you.
That is me.
Being awkward in a really nice tailored suit.
They asked me to wear a spray tan. They had a spray can of tan.
Oh, really?
I bring my own makeup person to photo shoots for the opposite reason that most people do. So I don't have to put any makeup on.
Right.
Most people do it to make sure how great they look.
Right.
But mine is to ward away, like he's not going to do this.
He's got a guy, and then
and who does nothing.
They don't do anything.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything. So we hang out.
Does she at least carry around some cases?
She's
of
got all the shit laid out, but she does nothing. That's totally true.
Just touches you with that triangle piece of foam with nothing on it.
That's right.
Anti-shine, maybe.
It looks like she's doing
yes,
stuff.
there's nothing on it.
And so the photographer said we have
That's
this
funny.
spray tan. She said 99% of the guys wear this spray tan, and I said I am the 1%. I shouldn't even be on the cover. And it took a while to say no to it.
Right.
But I just keep saying no with a smile. No, I will not do it.
Wow.
What was their reasoning for wanting you in a spray tan when you're...
Because it evens out your face, and it would have given me some... but if you had seen me with a spray tan, you would have been like, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you.
Man.
But, so it took some doing to look... And she said to me, they're going to do it anyway, but in post, it's going to look worse. I was like, all right, let them do it.
They didn't do much.
I'd rather look touched up. I'm happy if the story is they had to do so much Photoshop to that guy. That's fine. But to be like, is he trying to look like he has like a brown tan?
Bronze.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
And then
Christ.
we're just catching up here at SNL for the second time. Wow.
That was fun.
And the monologue was amazing.
Monologue was fantastic.
We played the whole thing here. We loved it. We loved the monologue.
That was to
pretty
me the
brave,
whole.
too.
When they asked me to do it, I thought the monologue is the whole thing for me.
Right.
And so I worked really hard on it. That's probably the hardest I've worked on a set. Like how many times I ran it in clubs.
Yeah.
And I tried to run it in places that were bad. Because when I go sometimes to the cell.
Bill Gates, I was reading about Bill Gates, owner of Microsoft. He has $85 billion. Here's a guy who could lose $80 billion and still have $5 fucking billion. I would lose it really fast because I would do stupid shit with the money all the time. Like you know what you could do with $85 billion? You could buy every baseball team and make them all wear dresses for like $3 billion and still have 82 fucking billion. How do you not do that? How do you resist? I would do shit like that every day. One day I'd go out, buy all the pants in the world, every pair of pants, and just burn them. Fuck everybody. No more pants. Start over with making pants. They're all gone. I think all the time about shit I would do with $85 billion, though, man. You could pull shit that would last years for that. I always think about what I would do. I was thinking about this all day today because I'm a loser. I got nothing to do. I was thinking about how I would open a chain of pet food stores all over the country, and it would be called Shit-Ass Pet Fuckers. That would be the name of it. But it would be like Walmart, just huge Shit-Ass Pet Fuckers, big yellow sign. People working in there are rude to you. You walk in there like, get the fuck out of here, you idiot. They don't even let you come in. And if you get past that, dog food costs $1 million for one can. That's the price. Fuck you. You don't like it? Fucking screw. It's shit-ass pet fuckers. And also, if you come in, we'll fuck your pet. That's the rule. You don't even have to bring it. We'll find it and fuck it. That's the way it's gonna be. Nobody will ever spend a dime at shit-ass pet fuckers, but I will keep it open for years and decades and never close. Keep expanding like we're doing great. Open a new one every day next to another one. Just surround every Starbucks with 5 shit-ass pet fuckers all facing each other. Just to enjoy people going, what the fuck? Why doesn't it close? Jesus. That place sucks, man. That is the worst pet store. I'm not paying $1 million for a can of dog food. That's clearly overpriced. And they fuck your pets. That's not appropriate to fuck people's pets. Come on. But they've been open for 50 years now. Damn those shit-ass pet fucker people.
He and I talked about doing the podcast twice.
Delete
on
that
two
story.
separate occasions.
Delete the story.
No,
Jamie.
we're keeping that story.
I love him. Delete the story.
It's a great story.
He's my favorite guy in the world.
He's a great guy. What's wrong with that story?
That wasn't bad.
You didn't say anything bad about him.
I got a bad Louis story. So I used to open for him before he was in trouble. And, he was like the king of comedy for a while. He was the funniest guy ever, whatever. So I used to open for him, and it was the highlight of my life. And then we were hanging out in his hotel room watching a movie, and we were talking, and I was sitting on his bed, and he was sitting at the chair in the hotel room. And I go, hey, Louie, and I farted.
On his bed?
On his bed.
He
flipped.
He lost it.
He flipped. I was like, you're like the filthy comedy guy. I thought you would love a fart. And he was like, dude, what are you doing? I was crushed.
But did he get actually angry or just like that, dude, what are you doing?
It was worse because it was like, I'm disappointed in you. Like, I thought we were building a relationship and you fart in my hotel room.
I could see that 100%.
I thought he'd love it.
He strikes me as a guy that would,
Oh, he
There's
hated
certain
it.
guys.
I could see him going both ways.
Interesting.
I could see him going like, that was hilarious, or like, hey, dude, what the fuck?
You caught him
I
on
got
a
nice
bad
sweet.
day.
And it was a great fart, too.
Here's another one. Another thing I believe deep down again is that gay people should stop doing that. Because, and not for any moral or societal reason, I don't give a shit. I have gay friends. That's love. You should respect what they want to do with their lives. But they're doing it wrong. It's not supposed to be 2 vaginas smushed together. It doesn't make any sense. It's like 2 buckets and you hold the openings against each other. There's nothing being accomplished. You need to put a thing in a thing. Otherwise, what are you doing? I mean, gay guys, I get it, because they're putting a dick in a place. In an ass of a man. Which, by the way, what better place to put a dick than a man's ass. It's perfect. It's even a vagina is awkward. You have to go up and in, and you have to kind of, or she has to splay herself, and you have to go like this. It just looks weird, even. But a guy, you just walk up to him, and your dick's in his ass. That's it. You just walk up behind him. It's that simple. Just, I'm gay. That's it. You just walk up, you're gay. And then somebody goes into you. That's how we were packed originally, to save space. But the two holes bump. What the hell are you doing? It's wrong. Not morally, just geometrically. I think there's a hell, and I think I'm going. And like a friend of mine was telling me about how he had sex with a hooker, and it turned out to be a guy. And it was like a horrible thing for him, and he had to get over it with therapy. And as I'm listening to this, I realized, shit, that happened to me too. And the upsetting part of it wasn't that it happened, but that I had forgotten. This wasn't like a landmark in my life like it was for him. I was like, oh yeah, no shit, I f***ed a guy once back in Montreal. I forgot about that. I had kids too late in life, I think. And I didn't take good care of myself. I'm a shitty, unhealthy father. And I think that's unfair. And I wish I'd taken care of myself when I was younger for their sake. It's another thing young people do. They don't look ahead. They don't think about the future. There's a view of the future that changes as you grow up. Like 20-year-olds have no idea what's going to happen to them. They're mystified by 30. What's it going to be like when I'm 30? Maybe I'll be a space person helper. They don't have any idea that when you fuck with your body, you're ruining the parent that you're going to be. If you're 35 and you're out of shape and you don't have kids, don't have kids. Because it's not fair to them. My kids deserve a 25-year-old father with a kid on his shoulders going, whoa! Whoa, I'm going to get you! I'm going to get you! I'm so not that guy. I'm not even the cool salt and pepper dude throwing the football through the tire on the Viagra commercial. I'm not even that guy. Because I didn't take care of myself. Young people are arrogant. They're like, fuck it, man. Woo! Who gives a shit? Who wants to live forever anyway? Woo! And they think they're gonna die. That's how dumb they are. Get fucked up, and they think they're just gonna explode like just a nebula of excess, just a beautiful, they're gonna turn 50 and then just, oh my God, he did just what he wanted the whole time! But you don't die, you idiot. You just have a long, shitty second half. You get to like 38 and you're like, ugh, I'm uncomfortable a lot of the time. Sorry, I don't know what that is. I sweat with no activity involved. I mean, when I walk in the city in the summer, I have to touch a building when I'm walking, like. And I got 40 more years of this shit. I'm not dying. Most of the abuse I've done to my body has been the way that I eat. I've only learned recently that food is supposed to be fuel that enables you to do things. Food, you're supposed to eat like a little piece of salmon and a berry and go, whoa, shit, look at this. Wow. Food is not supposed to be a disgusting, debilitating vice. You're not supposed to have to cancel shit because of what you ate. Just clear the day so you can take the hit from what you put in. That's all Americans. We're uncomfortably full all the time. That's why we need the air conditioning on. We need it to be 70 degrees always. because we'll have a heart attack from all the grease. Do you know that it costs 10 times the fuel to air condition our homes than it does to heat them? Did you know that? 10 times the fuel just for comfort. How shocking is that? Especially because it's not true. I made it up, but it's fun to... Fuck it, it's true. Who cares? Just go home and Google it. I'll get home before you and put it in the internet and it'll come up. But we eat too much as a nation. You ever go into like a real American restaurant like Applebee's and everybody's just in pain at their tables, just you have to lift your lungs up over the fat to make room to I shouldn't have those. Do you want dessert? Yes, bring it, stupid. I'm fine. I'm just trying to. You're supposed to eat with purpose. You eat a little piece of lettuce, and the guy in your belly's like, "Oh, awesome! I can make some skin cells and some blood cells and some energy." The guy in my belly hates me. Hates me. He gets my third donut. He's like, "What the fuck do you imagine I'm doing with that?" There's no part of you I can make out of donuts. It's just a storage issue. You're creating work for everybody. And 4. He's having 4 fucking donuts. It's 10 o'clock. The other guy's like, "What do you want to do with it?" Just shit it out. Seriously, you know what? Shit it out whole. Let him find a donut in the toilet. Let's see how that educates this fat piece of shit. I'm tired of this. Shit it out whole. He chewed it. Reassemble it and shit it out. I'm serious. Get everybody on it. Bring the guys up from the feet and put that thing together and shit it out. And shit it out the hard way, too. Not like a coin out of a slot. Make him blow it out of his asshole like a smoke ring of dough. Just I just shit a coconut donut. It's perfect. But it's not fair to my kids. That's why I have such a terrible... I'm not, you have to have energy to have children. When I take my kids to the park, I just let them run like a dog run, like I got leashes. Just go. Daddy, chase us. I'm not chasing you. Just grow up sad. Sorry, it's how it works. If somebody grabs you, I'll chase them. That's the only way. I have to be motivated by something other than your joy. That's not enough. I have certain physical limitations and dietary limitations that make me a bad father. Like, I am always in a 48-hour window of diarrhea, that I had it or I'm gonna have it within 48 hours. I'm always between 2 diarrheas that are moving along the timeline of my life. And depending on where in that window I am, there's a tight radius of how far I can venture from my home. Otherwise, I'm having diarrhea in a public restroom with my children standing there watching me because I can't leave them out there alone. Daddy, you want to go to the aquarium, honey? This is what happens, okay? It's not fair to them. It really isn't. And when you're not in good shape, you're less patient of a person.
I drove with a suspended license, so I got arrested. And the judge was like, your record is reprehensible. You show no remorse. You do nothing but repeat your offenses, and I'm going to go the limit with this. Then the next guy's like, this guy threw a rock through a window, literally, and set a fire, and then passed out in the street. And he goes, "Are you in a program, young man?" He goes, "Yes, sir, I am." Okay, good for you. Good luck. I wish you all the luck in the world.
All the luck.
In the world. All of the luck in the world.
In the world.
I want everyone else to have bad luck so that you can have good luck, you stupid drunk from Mansfield, Massachusetts. Just.
Joe had a little run-in years ago. Years ago, Joe wasn't able to get a license, registration, insurance, anything. He was like in that realm of your life when you go through that.
That's me right now.
So at the time, especially, the Reggies were a lot different on the windshield. It was just the sticker. So he drew one. He looked at one, got some colored construction paper, and drew the lines with a ruler. It used to just be like a grid with some holes that they punched in it on the date, almost like your inspection sticker still looks here in New York. And he drew it up, taped it to the windshield, and unless you were right on top of it, it looked perfect.
Wow.
Couldn't even tell. So his car breaks down on the parkway, and he's underneath the car, and a cop comes up and starts talking. So Joe's like, let me get my stuff out of the car. So he goes to go into the car, and the cop's kind of still looking at his tire, I think, had bent or something like that. So Joe just scrapes the crap right off the windshield. So the cop couldn't see it. And he goes, where's your registration? Everything. He goes, oh, no, I don't have one. And he wrote him up for everything. Joe goes to court and just says, I wasn't driving because my car was broken down on the side of the parkway.
Right.
And it didn't matter how it got there or anything, because you could say I was trailering it, I was towing it.
Yep.
It was anything. So he got away without anything.
That's amazing.
And there he was driving with this forged government document. And
I got arrested once at the Holland Tunnel because this is how bad I was. My license was revoked. Not suspended, but revoked.
That's bad.
And I had, crazy amounts of warrants, open warrants. And the car I was driving had the plates from a different car.
Oh, that's never good. The cops don't like that.
No, and the plates were bad anyway. So, I mean, in other words, the car that they came from had expired. The plates were expired and from another car.
Wait, for anyone that doubted Louis was Mexican.
And I was coming through the Holland Tunnel, and I had no money. That's where it all started. That I came up to. I was one of those things where I pulled up to the toll booth and said, "Hi, I have no money. What do you do? How do we do this?" And the guy said, "Just give me your license, and I'll fill out a thing." And I go, "It's not on me." And he goes, "Give me your registration." I go, "I don't have that either." He says, "Give me your name and your social security number."
You just said how smart this guy is, Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't a smart thing.
No.
You're right.
And then he made me pull over, and I went to jail. First, he put me in a jail cell that's under the Holland Tunnel toll booths. There's a jail cell.
There is?
Yeah, he took me down some stairs.
Hey, you got to see something most people don't get to see.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you're a scofflaw, not criminal.
Exactly. And I slept the night. I actually spent the night. I just slept in a little jail cell down there. And then they transferred me to Weehawken County Jail, and that was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Is that one under a photo mat? Where's that
Weehawken is a really bad. It's a really bad jail.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why? I would not have thought that at all.
It's terrible. People are throwing food out the windows all the time because of the food. I mean, I almost puked just taking a bite out of a sandwich there.
Was it violent there, frightening?
Yeah, it was really scary. It was really bad.
Weehawken, who would have guessed?
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's not.
It's mostly New York drug addicts that get taken, because the New York jails overflow, and they start letting the Port Authority arrest people so that they can take them to New Jersey, because Port Authority is New York, New Jersey. So,
how long were you in for?
Like a day and a half. I was in, for a morning, afternoon, night, and the whole next day. It was horrible.
That's a long time.
Well, and when I got there, I was in a holding cell, and one of the guys in the holding cell said to me, "Don't let him take you out of this cell, because you'll never be heard from again. If you get moved to a permanent cell, they'll never find you. They lose people because it's a bad bureaucracy." And everybody in the cell agreed, don't leave this cell. And a cop would come once in a while and say, "We got to move you," and I'd go, "No." He said, "Just say no." I'm like, "How do you just say no to?" And I go, "No, I'm not moving." And he goes, "Come on, we're moving you to permanent cell." And I go, "I'm not leaving here." And he goes, all right. And that kept happening. I just kept refusing to leave.
How
the
do you
cell.
refuse?
Just say no.
Wow, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
No, let me out.
It's really
I
bad.
don't belong here.
No, and the worst part was that there was a toilet just in the middle of the floor of the whole place, like in the middle of the room.
Yeah, you would just have to sit
You just
there.
had to sit there and
Yeah. There's no
close.
There's no
I
privacy.
bet I got
or
dumped
anything.
even though I didn't
No,
say
it didn't.
I think you stopped it.
So wait, did you get moved to a permanent cell? You'd be there for a week, baby.
Basically, and I mean, I was because I made bail before I even arrived because I called. I used the phone in the Holland Tunnel cell, and I made bail right away. But it took 2 days for the bail to find me.
Oh,
amazing.
Man.
Yeah, it's bad.
How much was
Prison
bail?
System is bad. Oh, I mean, I had to pay. Yeah, it was like
nothing.
No, it was a lot. It was
Really?
like $600 or something. I mean, for me, that was a lot then. Now I would be like, I'll pay $6 million to get out of here. I don't have that kind of money.
Figure we could take care of it right here in Brainerd. Give him that one.
Exactly. Right here in Brainerd.
I just want to be in full compliance.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Iraq. Yes.
Yes, because that helps
Fargo song.
They want more stuff.
But so this guy, we're sitting at the gate waiting, and then he said, actually, the delay isn't because of the weather, it's because the fuel gauge is broken on the plane.
Of course it is a hunk of shit airline.
You know, so, but we had somebody...
They still have the ashtrays in the bathrooms.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes,
that's why.
exactly.
That's why
That equipment is old.
That's why I can't fly United. I had to once, and I saw like ashtrays they still didn't take out of the bathroom, which means, wow, this plane's pretty old. And then they had like a razor dispenser or something.
Yeah, you could actually get a razor blade on
You
the
could shave.
Yes.
Right here in the plane, you can shave if you want. The miracle of modern flight.
Yes. Fucking nice.
Light up a lucky strike and join us on a transcontinental flight with no stops. It's the miracle.
As soon as I saw the old ashtrays, and it might not have been United, but it was some airline, it was a white knuckler all the way.
Yes, and the seats
to the
have that kind of
destination.
60s Mike Brady stand kind of pattern on them.
Like, oh, great. If the seats are old, how old is the engine, really?
Exactly.
You're going to tell me they replaced them. Great. That's still not going to give me comfort. But
contact.
Yeah, contact.
And the engines are made from space-age polymers.
Yes. So the guy says the fuel gauge is broken, but we filled up the tanks, we topped them off, and we had someone climb up and look in the tank.
that's what you do when you have a motorcycle.
And you don't want to know, yeah, exactly. You don't want to know that there's a dude, you want to think that something really weird and scientific is...
Right.
It's like a dude looked in the
Some guy
wing.
looked.
I hope that dude is not a fucking idiot. Like, now I have to hope...
Well, you hope he has depth perception.
yeah.
And hoping he's not just hung over like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I checked.
Exactly. Did you check the wing? I fucking
Of
checked
course
it.
I did. Shut up.
Fuck you. Fuck all those people on that
But since
plane.
they tell me there's a little like minor thing like that's broken, I'm like, what else is broken on the plane?
Yeah, exactly.
And usually when your car breaks down, it's not one thing. All of a sudden, everything
Yep.
is breaking at the same time.
But here's the
right?
thing: this was like a little time release capsule of terror that he left with us because he said this is no problem because we know we have more than enough fuel to get there.
Sure.
Because it's full. That would be more than we need, and we can even circle for a little while with that amount of fuel. So then we get to LaGuardia and we're circling and circling and circling, and then he says we've only got 20 minutes worth of fuel left. How the fuck does he know that when the fuel gauge is broken?
Yeah.
Yes.
He did a math problem in his head.
He
Probably.
did it. He did it through time. But look, he's saying he knows how many hours you can fly on a certain amount of fuel.
Yeah.
But if maybe there's more stress on the engine when it's going through
Nice
bad weather.
headwind.
If he's 5 minutes off, we're gonna drop from the sky like a set of
Avianca.
fucking car keys.
Avianca did that.
Yeah.
Right into Long Island, yeah.
So he goes. We got 20 minutes of fuel left. So and LaGuardia is trying to shut down, but it's minute to minute. So we're gonna go ahead and make an approach to LaGuardia Airport. And as we get closer, if it gets bad, we'll divert and use the last of our fuel to land in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We have enough fuel to do exactly that maneuver.
Oh my God.
So then he starts coming in.
We'll divert to a place where there's lots of big open
divert.
fields where innocent people won't be killed.
We will
telling you.
divert to the to the Verrazano Narrows.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing you won't have to worry about is fire. There is no fuel left in the tanks.
Yes, exactly.
We are doing 500 miles an hour, but
Yes.
you won't burn. Thank
No.
you.
But so he
he starts coming and we start dropping down into the clouds. And it's the ugliest fucking... I mean, the clouds are yellow and brown out the window.
It was nasty.
Well, you were listening to on thing, right?
Yeah, and so me and the guy next to me, the fucking two idiots, we put on the headphones and listen to the channel that you can listen to the tower. You can listen to your plane talking to the tower. And so he says, United 266, we're making an approach. And then we hear LaGuardia Tower say, do not land 266. The winds are far too heavy. It's not safe for landing. We're shutting down. Don't go divert right now.
How do you not pull the headphones off and just make believe you didn't hear it? Like,
and the guy says we can't divert now. We have only 4 minutes tops of fuel left.
Holy!
So we have to come in.
Oh.
And the tower's saying it's not a good idea, but go ahead because what else are you going to do?
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot, Jim.
All right, hot shot.
And right at that moment, the stewardess comes up to you. Would you like to have some coffee?
No
clue.
Smiling. No, the flight attendants are all strapped in and invisible. They're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And I'm holding on like it's going to help. I'm holding on to my fucking window, like the edges of the window, I'm stamping my foot just uncontrollably.
Wow, you are fucking scared.
Well, because we keep dropping, and once the landing gear goes down, and there's all that drag on the plane, the thing is pitching and rolling and making impossible banks to the left and right. I mean, it's like a like a joke. And there's a woman behind us holding 2 children, screaming and sobbing, literally going, "Oh my God! Oh my God!" She's doing exactly that. That's the soundtrack for everyone on the plane.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
And she's got tears bursting like she's on a fucking train to fucking Auschwitz. No, my God, I gotta die! She's saying her kids with her. She's saying we're gonna die. To her kids, she's telling her kids are gonna die.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, and for the pilot sounding stressed on even more than I've heard black box recorders, and the pilot sounds like he's smoking a cigarette till the second before death. He's like, "We only have 4 minutes of fuel. We can't divert." Like he sounded like that.
You probably thought you were watching a movie.
Oh no, it was like
wow, this is great.
Why wouldn't this be death?
If I wasn't on this plane, this would be great to listen to.
This is well directed.
Yeah, I love this movie.
I love the woman in the back seat. She was awesome. And we drop out of the clouds, and we see where we are. We are so close to those fucking Queens housing projects that are in the X shape.
Yep.
Like it's like the nightmares you have. If the wing were to tip over, we'd hit.
You're hitting it.
And we're going. I've gone over those housing projects thousands of times. I fly all the time. We're going so fucking fast. We're flying like we're just shooting over Queens.
Man.
And even the most Texan tough guy passengers that were from Denver that were on that plane are like, "Whoa, hey!" Everyone's like, "Oh, hey, oh!" And it was so bad that when just to jump ahead for a second, when I got in the cab, the cabbie said, "I saw that plane come in. That looked bad." Like cabbies on the ground.
We're watching that one
because we're the only assholes that fucking landed.
No one else was coming in.
And so we're coming in, and the plane I'm convinced we're hitting the BQE. We're gonna just whatever it is, and we hit the ground so fucking hard, and my heart is racing, and I had tears in my eyes, just involuntary.
Wow.
Just tears coming down my face. Like, what are these? And the pilot says, "Ladies and gentlemen, you are free to turn on your cell phones and call your loved ones." And every single person with a phone the whole plane was chatter of like, "You wouldn't believe what just happened to me, honey. I thought I was going to die." And I looked at my phone and I thought about calling my wife, and I was like, "Fuck her." I didn't call her. Fuck her. I thought I was just about to die, but fuck her.
You call like a friend.
I don't want to.
Dude, you never guess what the fuck just happened.
Because I know it would have been like, "Honey, I thought I was going to die." "Oh, that's awful. Did you? What time are you getting in?" "Why are you so late? Tomorrow morning, are you going to let me sleep in?" "Well, honey, I just thought."
Why wasn't that reported?
Well, fuck you. What the fuck?
Why didn't that story get out? That's obvious.
That guy should be fired. He should be fucking fired.
It was really bad.
The
it was bad
pilot.
judgment. I think what happened was that he had enough time to do what he thought, but then the tower sent him through an approach that took longer than he expected.
Longer. It's just what happened with Avianca. They were flying around, and that was a language barrier too. They didn't declare an emergency. They declared something that was just under an emergency.
Yeah.
So they kept diverting them from airport to airport and making them circle, and the plane ran out of fucking gas.
Yep.
And the people that survived the crash were like, all of a sudden you hear this silence, and all you hear is the wind whooshing over the wings. Whoosh, whoosh, no more. Whoo. And you know how the noise of the engines kind of cancels out noise in the cabin?
Yeah, no.
You hear
suddenly-
everything.
Yeah.
You hear the people in the back fucking row if you're in first class, and just. And they crashed into the woods.
Yep.
No fire, no explosion, just
No, and that's
cracking
what-
trees and fucking, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people
When
live
was that?
because
No,
of
and
that.
when those-
right on, kind of near where I live.
No, when?
When you run out
when
of
about
fuel on
10,
a
12,
plane,
maybe
it's not like
longer
when you
now,
run out
maybe
of gas
longer,
on a
15.
car. When you run out of gas on a car, you can actually like use the starter motor to get it a little.
Yeah,
further.
yeah,
you can
right.
Kind of keep sputtering, but on a plane it's just. It's
And you
gone.
can stop and get the fuck out,
Yes.
no matter where you are in a car.
How did the dudes? Because he told us that he couldn't be sure how much fuel there was on the plane before we left.
Right.
He said, "We know the gauges are wrong, but we're going to go anyway because we've seen the gas."
So then you better. Well, then you know something.
But when you get that close, you go, "Let's fucking land now."
You might even be able to justify that if you're going from point A to point B without any
That's it.
problems.
That's
if
fine.
you're going into weather where you're going to have to circle.
And when you're talking
now you
about,
don't
we
do
have
that.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes left.
How
If
fast
you're
is that?
1
4
minute
minutes.
off, you're dead, and he
Holy
has no
shit.
gauge.
That 4 minutes is not 4 minutes in a dentist chair.
Yeah.
That 4 minutes is 4 minutes on a roller coaster.
See, all of our
That's a
pilots
fast
now,
fucking.
all of our pilots are Vietnam combat tested pilots, but they're also fucked up Vietnam vets that kind of don't give a shit. They see
That's
some
what I
shit.
want.
Yeah.
They just think you're a bunch of faggots whining on the back of
Yeah,
the
all
plane.
you people that call me a baby killer, we're going in.
Yeah.
It was 1990. Avianca. Okay.
That's
fucking awful.
That's a great.
That is a
story.
harrowing experience.
It was awful.
Worst flight ever for you, I guess, right?
Easily. I mean, I'm on a fucking platinum and 15
Yeah,
different airlines. I fly
a million miles,
constantly.
probably. Yeah.
I fly through bad weather all the. I sleep through it. I don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
actually have often turned to people around me on planes that look scared and said, "I've seen this. This is nothing. Don't worry." I don't care. I like flying. The lady behind me, by the way, I kept yelling back, "We're okay!" Like I kept yelling at her. And I was yelling at myself.
okay.
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Now, we get to kill babies! Do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded. I just think it has to be one or the other. You know, like when people say abortion should be legal, safe, and rare. Why rare if it should be legal? If it should be legal, it's shitting. If it should be rare, it's murdering babies. But again, women should be allowed because 2 reasons I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Number 1, I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited.
That's all you can do with your kids. Just do your best. Nobody fucking knows right from wrong. When I was a kid, they just taught us things to try to keep us just shut the fuck up. Our morals were just shut the fuck up. Things like slow and steady wins the race. They taught us that. Slow and steady wins the race. Really, does it win the race? You know what beats slow and steady? Fast and steady. Kicks the shit out of slow and steady. Slow and steady beats old and retarded. That's about it. Stop telling that to kids. A lot of what they teach kids is just to make them polite people, you know? Like they teach them that there's words you shouldn't use. There's bad words. Don't use the bad words. I can't teach my kids that because I do this for a living. But I didn't want my kids to be, you know, assholes. So I used to tell them, like, okay, look, there's no bad words. There's no bad words. All words are good, bad, nothing. But there's some people that get upset when you use certain words. So if you're going to use those words, look at the person first and try to guess if they're that kind of person. Sometimes you can offend somebody when you weren't even trying to. Like there's certain phrases, certain statements that if you're going to say them, you should say them without stopping in the middle. Certain things, if you're going to say them, don't clear your throat in the middle.
Okay? You don't want to say things like, there are too many black people suffering from discrimination. We need to stop the Jews from feeling excluded. I once fucked a baby, and then I fucked him again. So you want to get through that one. Otherwise, people get the wrong idea. They'll think you only fucked that baby once.